All right, everybody. Welcome back to booth 525 here at the Restorerz booth. It is 2024 Flow Expo, and right now we have, to my left, Mike Prinkavage, Jr. of the Family Plumber, and Cody McLeod of Utility Plumbing. Guys, Cody, come on up, brother. I'm not going to be able to hear you all the way out there.
Don't be scared.
There we go.
Don't be nervous.
There we go.
Just a little.
All right, so you got me and Edgar in camera one, and then here we go.
Yes.
So, questions for you guys, real quick. How many Flow Expos have you been to?
Oh, man. You first.
All right. Mike and I are both second-generation plumbing contractors, but I've been going to Flow Expo since I was a little kid, and I'd say
It's been 14 years for me. High school.
14 years straight.
Wow.
Well, I mean, there was some missed ones in between, but yeah, since high school. My dad used to bring me here. Like Scott, his dad,
Of
too,
course.
like bringing me here all the time. So.
Yes, sir. So probably 12 to 14, I'd say.
Yeah.
Why don't we first talk about these guys specifically?
Okay. All
'Cause I
right.
feel like these guys are like brothers from another mother. They look exactly the same to me. Honestly.
Well, all white guys look the same to you.
You look like a little bit older than them.
We're
The
all
same thing.
brothers.
All right, so this live is officially getting cut. No, it's good.
No, but Cody, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Cody McLeod, second-generation plumbing contractor. I own Utility Plumbing Services in Rancho Cucamonga,
Nice.
and happy to be here.
Awesome. What about you? Who are
Yeah.
you? I don't think
I'm a
anyone knows
nobody.
you.
I'm a nobody. No, I'm Mike Jr. And I'm the president owner of the Family Plumber in North Orange County. Also serve with the PHAC National Board as Business Development Director. So
Nice.
heavily involved with PHAC, heavily involved with trade shows, a bunch of events throughout Orange County specifically. But yeah, we've been in business, second generational owner, just like Cody, but been in business for 39 years this year, and excited to grow. We're scaling.
Jesus
so,
Christ.
yeah.
Well, and honestly, I will
39.
say, yes,
39 years, yeah.
You wouldn't think it because you're 35.
I know, right? Yeah, it's like, before I was born is when I started this thing.
That's how good this guy
In
is.
the womb. In the womb.
In the womb, baby.
He was testing pipes then.
No.
So, I mean, but the one thing I will say, honestly, I mean, Cody, I know of you a little bit, but I know with Mike, I mean, you're 100% out there trying to teach, trying to train, trying to make people more aware of what the trades are and what they can be to the generation that's coming up.
I think Cody's busting his ass trying to get some shit done. Honestly,
Yeah,
when I look at people that are hustling, I mean, I don't do anything but this. So when I see someone else that's busting their ass like that,
Got to recognize.
this guy is in Rancho Cucamonga, but you see him doing jobs in like Ventura. I'm like, what the? And he drives there every day as the owner of the company. I don't care how big or small you are. That grind, if you work that much, you put that much effort into it, you care about the little things, and you show your face, and you're growing it brick by brick, as you say. That's
Brick by brick.
brick by brick. That's you're gonna get it done. I love it. So,
Excellent. I really appreciate that, Edgar. Thank you.
brick by brick.
No,
Bad
that's,
brick.
and I'll comment on Cody. I mean, Cody's an amazing dude. He's just, I mean, the way that he runs his business is really towards his employees. Like, he really values his employees. And
Definitely.
I think that's 100%, that's what we do it for, right, is our employees. We want to see them grow. And I think that that's one of his biggest, traits, is that he wants to see his employees grow. I don't know how many conversations we have about training, like getting proper training for your guys, and you sent him through PHC's trade school before.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so he's doing all the right things. So
Hell yeah.
I'm getting gassed up over here.
All right, enough talking.
this is all about you, man.
This
But-
is definitely going on Instagram.
But hey, but tell us something that I guess when you say brick by brick, like where'd you get that from?
I've just been using it lately. I don't even know, man. Sometimes we'll just throw one-liners out there, but when I say brick by brick, I mean doing the little things right. You know, every single day, showing up for work, showing up for our employees, for our customers, and building the company brick by brick.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Cody, one thing I just noticed on your Insta the other day is you were back, is that your old high school?
No, I've actually done a couple of career days lately.
Okay.
So I did 3 this season. Mike and I have another one going on next week at Altaloma High School. But no, I went to Los Altos High School in Rancho. So.
Okay.
What's the point of the career days? You're trying to recruit, or are you just trying to show? What is the purpose behind it for you?
So I actually get that question a lot, and it's not necessarily recruiting for me in high school. It's more providing direction and inspiration for these kids, you know.
Okay.
And but definitely, you know, I asked the question the other day. I said, you know, or when I get into class, I say, who wants to be a plumber after high school? And nobody raises their hand, and I say, yeah, neither did I.
Yeah. No one else is doing that. You know what I mean? When I like brick, that's literally brick by brick. But I mean, dude, I didn't have any plumbing companies, and people don't even know. You can make a lot of money doing this. That's usually the reason why. No, the main reason why people get into it is because they really don't have another choice. They're a little rough around the edges, but look at these guys.
But then they get it. Oh,
Yeah.
They're not rough around the edges.
But it's the generation. It's the generation. It's a different world. I was talking to, I can't remember who I was talking to earlier. I think it was Rooter, the Rooter profession.
The rooter guy,
Yeah,
the rooter.
It's been a long day, Craig.
Trust me, I'm talking like 80 guys. And they're all got, no, one woman. 80
The
guys.
Rooter company.
Yeah, the Rooter
Mark.
company. And yeah, the one thing about is, in general, is because it's a younger breed, there is that professionalism that comes along with it, or an attitude or a style, versus what we've seen the previous world and generation. I know because I used to audition for those roles.
Yeah.
It's the guy who's sitting there with his butt crack hanging out, and well, I'm going to go and fix these pipes for you. But that's the stereotype that, in my opinion, needs to change.
Yeah.
Because it is a justifiable, awesome, noble career path. Because in the end, these people are needed.
Yeah.
You're needed to start at construction, to fix construction, to do whatever for corporate homes.
Hey, so guess who didn't get a day off during the pandemic?
Yeah.
Plumbers.
We didn't feel it.
Yeah.
Plumbers didn't feel anything.
Nobody felt. None of us felt it.
And honestly, yeah, if your company wasn't growing during COVID, I mean, you know, not with utility, but your previous company, if you weren't growing during COVID, you were doing something wrong.
Absolutely.
You were doing everything wrong.
You were doing everything.
Because you were essential. And
Yeah.
so you had every reason to continue getting that paycheck.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was our biggest year ever, was COVID.
Huge year. Yeah, I mean,
That's awesome.
we scaled 34% in a matter of 12 months.
Wow.
It's crazy. Yeah. So
All right, enough. Like we get it. You're cool.
bragging.
I'm just kidding.
asking me to be doing it.
Whoa. Okay.
So
Cut
here's
this guy
something
off.
interesting. Obviously, Mike, you know, you are of this generation, and same with you, Cody, but with a company that's been around for 35, 40 years
Yeah.
versus a company that's relatively new. What's been the differences for either of you? You kind of not taking over, but you
Yeah.
running the company, and now you going, I can do what I want with this company.
Yeah.
What's been the difference between that for both of you guys?
I mean, for me, I will say, somebody said, oh, you have a golden spoon, or you started with a golden spoon. I don't feel that way, because when I took over the company, we only had 2 trucks, and now with the expansion of our fleet, we're up to 25. So
Yeah.
I think that there was a lot to do with me. And
Yeah.
But overall, though, I will say that our client base, we're heavily referral based, we're retention based. So that using that as the pitch to clients, that we've been in business for 38 years has been a huge trust barrier. You know, that breaks down that trust barrier really, really quick.
So real quick before you jump in, that 2 to 25, when that 2 truck is not a golden spoon, that's a rusty ass spoon and a big liability.
And a huge
And
liability.
usually there's nothing to work off of except for 2 car payments
And who do you think
and
drives
2
that
bad
truck?
attitudes. Like,
Yeah.
My dad used to say it's a legal nightmare. Like I
There you
used
go.
to hear legal nightmare all the time. What do you think?
go for it.
To elaborate on that a little bit, I'd say I'll just go, talk about my new business. I mean, it's just been inspiring to get up and get to work every day and build something from the ground up,
Brick by brick.
brick by brick. And I kind of come from the same cloth as Mike over here, where I did have that family business and everything,
Yeah.
and it was the best, proudest thing I've ever done. But it's just looking forward to build my new business.
That's awesome. And one thing I can say about, I mean, as you can tell, we're big on branding, right? I
You
think
don't
Are
I think-
you sure?
I think branding is the most important thing to scaling a business, obviously, because it's like filling up a bucket with a big hole in it if you don't have your brand right. I could say both of your brands are extremely solid. family plumber. I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Utility plumbing, it's like when you play Monopoly, like it's essentially the Monopoly company. The U.
The U.
U. What does the U mean? Utility. How'd you come up with that?
That's it. I actually came up with it in my sleep.
Oh, wow. This guy's good.
It comes that easy for him.
Oh,
This
yeah.
guy's good. No, but that's sick. I think like we're on the complete opposite end of it. We're flashy, bright colors
We're
and this,
making
that.
upwards.
Oh,
Yeah. So, but the utility plumbing, I think your brand alone has allowed you to get into certain things like Disney,
Yeah.
like these big corporations and stuff like that.
I appreciate that. I agree.
Yeah.
And that was the
It-
point. I'm in the home services business for sure, but building the commercial brand
Yeah.
is extremely important in our company.
Is that what you're focused on, the commercial side of things more, or do you want to kind of have it 50-50? What's your vision?
My perfect vision is 50-50.
Okay.
Home services, residential plumbing is a basic, is a foundation of our business, but
Yeah.
growing the commercial side of our, the commercial brand, it's very important.
Okay. How many trucks do you guys have right now so far?
We currently have we have 3 vans and 1
Okay.
truck, and our plans to scale quite a bit over the next couple of years. So
Yeah, you told me about those plans.
I'll keep that a secret.
I'm excited. Awesome.
No, it just keeps growing though, and that's the thing is, as I've seen with some of the guys I spoke to today, with that drive and determination and knowing how to do it right, it's going to continue growing. And I'm not saying the handyman out there aren't going to keep working; they will. But there's a point where it will take over the lesser said companies who are just half-assing it.
Absolutely.
Because as we've seen with trying to go out there with different ways to do your job and do it right, giving them options, as we've heard with Uncle Joe, things like that, it becomes that bit where it's like, what should we do? But realistically, it's like, look, I'll give you options, as opposed to, well, this is the cheapest it's going to be, so let's get it over with. That's how you get to, like he was mentioning with Disney, places like that. They're not going to go with some nickel and dime company. They're going to go with somebody who's going to do the job right, somebody who's going to be on call when they need them, and that's a job you can constantly be ready for.
If you have the old school like voicemail service now,
Yeah.
it just doesn't work today. Like, you have to have a call center.
Yeah.
How did you get into that? The like, for example, Disney's not a small account. The reason why I'm like, you're at an early stage of your business. The branding, I mean, I have a feeling the branding speaks for itself. So like the decision maker probably was like, utility plumbing, they probably have 800 trucks nationwide. So, but do you think that plays a part, or how did you do it?
I think the brand's a huge part
Yeah.
in all of our commercial contracts like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it just speaks for itself. Like let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, but you go shake hands, like,
Absolutely.
how, like was it a like BNI group convention, or you just straight up out they called you?
It just goes back to building relationships, just like
Okay.
showing up at your shop and
Yeah.
networking. I mean, networking's been the biggest, single most important thing
That's awesome.
as far as getting the business started. So,
Well, and honestly, it's when it's said and done, the old saying, you work with who you like to work with.
Yeah.
And if they like you and they like your business, they like your work you do, you're going to constantly keep working, and that's going to be constantly spread across other people, friends of theirs, other businesses they work with. It's just incestual.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Great, 100%.
Brick by brick.
The networking thing, we talk about it all the time. Roger Wakefield, who is going to be on in a minute,
Yeah.
talks about it tremendously. But networking has been huge for our scale, growing our company, our processes and everything. I mean, I like to learn what I shouldn't do rather than learn it by doing it, and then messing it all up later like that.
Learn
I
from
see-
other people's mistakes.
Absolutely. Don't
Exactly.
reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, don't
You can
reinvent.
reap the reward and the knowledge without having the scar.
Oh, 100%.
So-
Yeah. So I've learned a lot through networking. I mean, PHEC was a huge networker for me, but just getting out here to the trade show like this, you meet so many cool people. You meet
Yeah.
manufacturers that are telling you what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. So
Yeah.
it's huge networking.
100%.
That's awesome.
So I got to ask, I mean, I've asked a bunch of the guys this, what's been the one thing here you've seen today, like, oh crap, I want that, or I need that, or I don't have, that's a new tech. What's,
For me, it's actually Rinnai just came out with this new heat pump water heater.
I heard the
And
electric one?
the electric, well, it's a heat pump. So, and now I know a lot of manufacturers are producing heat pump water heaters, but this is actually the actual recovery rate is almost they're saying almost double their competitor. So they have some spec sheets that they're putting out here this week, which some of the reps were talking about. But I think it's kind of exciting to hear about that technology. There's a few camera systems, great camera systems that are out right now, which I think are awesome. What do you think? What have you come across?
I didn't really get a chance to walk around yet.
Well, you got an hour and a half.
I definitely will. I'll do my laps.
You're good
I
here.
keep hearing cameras and jetters. That's what I'm hearing.
Cameras and jutters. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, there's some good information being passed around, especially with IATMO, who's actually walking by us right now. You know, as a plumber, we have to know our code knowledge, right?
Yeah.
And IATMO is actually providing code update classes like on a regular basis. I didn't even know they did that. So, it's actually IATMO right here. So, you know, it's great to see like people like that, like the community's all coming together. IATMO supporting with additional training. I'm all about training, so I think that was really cool to learn about that.
One thing I can say from going to trade shows and stuff, like we started this whole networking journey. We used to be super secretive about everything. That's just how we grew up. You know, just like, what do they say? Like,
What?
I don't know, just not being in the public eye, like
Keeping it quiet.
yeah, keeping it quiet. Just just get the hard work done, and the hard work will speak for itself, brick by brick, basically. But what I want to say is, like, when you get into trade shows and you start talking to these manufacturers, you realize how much free shit there is that you can utilize to train your guys.
Oh my
Isn't
God.
that crazy? Like bartering. You don't even have to barter. You just walk up to them and they'll be like, "Oh, hey, by the way, we'll do this for free."
Yeah.
You can utilize all these things. People who don't come to trade shows don't realize that, and
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Manufacturers are more than happy to provide free training,
Like financing,
financing too.
water heaters. Like Renai will come out and do what
They'll give you leads. Like
They'll give-
and I'm not saying we're nice.
must be nice.
Yeah, but there's companies out there where they have a preferred pro network, and if you're enrolled in that pro network, they'll fish you leads all day long. So I mean, it's worth it. It doesn't cost you anything as a contractor, and you get those initial leads, you turn them into profit. You know, turn
Like
them into money.
I know you guys install smart flows, right?
Yeah,
Moen smart flows.
yeah.
So you're actively just stopping our business in the future, basically.
I hate
No,
to
but-
say it, we did like 4 this week.
We did 3, but we didn't.
Dude.
Hey, we didn't start it. Okay.
Okay, so, okay.
We
No,
want
you're good.
rain still.
No, I think it's the insurance companies. I think they're cracking down.
They
again.
are. They
Yes.
are.
Yes.
We're cool with it. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We'll figure something out.
That's all right.
But my
No
point
shame,
is,
but, I mean, I'm going to take the money all day long with those guys. So.
no, my point is, like, I know they have a network that you're a part of. Now you get leads from them sometimes to install it. Is that right?
Yes, we do.
Okay. So that's all I know.
I do know maybe they're not 100% effective. I don't know. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Nothing's 100%.
Trust me. We've been to some whole house floods that already had smart flows.
Yep.
Maybe installed by the family plumber here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the family plumber was drunk. I don't know.
It was an off day. Crazy. So.
So what's your favorite snake? No, I'm just kidding.
We can really answer that.
Rigid, because they're right across from us.
Yeah.
Now, all joking aside, like what would be the crappiest job you've ever had? I know I asked some earlier today, but like the job where you're like, Jesus Christ, I don't want to do this job again. What would be the one for each of you?
You first.
I don't know, man.
$88 drain cleaning special.
Sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Mike, go ahead. You can elaborate.
Kitchen lines, dude.
Kitchen lines?
lines. I mean, you've been doing this just as long as I have, 14 years. You cut into a kitchen line, the smell sometimes off kitchen lines. So those are always the worst. You know, I have to say we've done quite a few in crawl spaces, Long Beach. You know, typically you get them in Lakewood, that sort of thing. But God, when you cut into those things, oh my God.
Gag reflex is
Oh,
going.
dude, those are always the worst. So kitchen lines for me.
Nice. It's not a smell thing for me. I have a plumber's nose. So.
I got it today. My sinuses
doesn't
are all
work.
good, so send kitchen lines my way today. Yeah, we're good.
You got it. Referrals.
Yeah.
That's great, man. Do you guys have anything that you're working on right now specifically that you want to share?
Got anything?
Do you have your one man?
I know you guys are like-
off Broadway or
We got a couple secrets.
Okay.
Oh, he's in the secret phase.
I thought we were in that club already.
Brick by brick, huh?
That's right.
That's right.
What about you? I know Mike's doing some stuff.
I do a lot of stuff. So I'm involved not only like locally still with PHEC, but also working nationally with PHEC, trying to promote it on the business development side, and specifically, actually, I've been working with Mechanical Hub Media nationally. We do IG Lives every single week. I bring on
Nice.
plumbing influencers just like this, which is awesome. It's really neat to do it in person, but yeah, this.
If only we had more viewers.
But we will be doing it in person soon.
Pretty
Yeah,
soon,
yeah.
Yes.
See, something like this, what you end up doing is you start it live, right? And then you ask people like, oh, share it with
Come and say
other
hi,
people.
yeah.
Come say hi, but you're also sharing it. So like while we're talking, I'm trying to repost it out
Yeah.
to people and stuff.
Who's watching right now?
Mike's a veteran at this.
It's somebody just logged off.
Literally no one's
Reowned
watching.
A lot of
Okay.
people joined, but in the end, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to take this video,
Yeah.
and then you're going to have a copy, and
Yeah.
guess what? Thousands of people will live. We
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
know.
Just clip it.
Clip
Just
it.
clip it.
It's a clip.
That's
That's
right.
what it is.
There's been some good clips too.
Yeah.
I'm not. Well, I'm at liberty to say this. So Tuesday, there's going to be a huge release on Service Titan's website.
Yeah.
And it's actually a podcast that I did with Service Titan.
Nice.
The Toolbox.
Nice.
Trade.
The tool
Toolbox.
in the toolbox.
The tool in the toolbox, trades in the toolbox.
Right.
Anyway, it's a big podcast that Service Titan does, so they're going public with it on Tuesday. So that's a big thing for me.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Put that on your demo reel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put it on there, baby. Let's go.
See, I don't have anything cool to say like that. All I say is brick by brick.
Brick by brick, baby.
Well, and you got a cool ass logo. So yeah, there's the other side too.
Appreciate
So
that.
Hey,
yeah.
So
what I think we've just about covered everything.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys have anything left to say, but I think we got 3 minutes to Roger.
I
Yeah.
think Cody knows what he's going to say.
Brick by brick.
break.
That'll be the title of this one.
Hey, that would be
That's
cool.
awesome.
Cody
you, guys.
McLeod of Utility
save
and
that.
Mike Prinkavich Jr. of the family Plumber. It's been a long day. The family.
Utility
It's the
plumbing.
family. The utility family.
Yeah.
The
Brick
family.
by brick.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
watching,
Restorerz.
everybody. We'll see you with Roger Wakefield in a bit.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.